Tonight on The Pulse, the fences were 100 feet farther than usual. Could the Lady Statesmen softball team still hit the long ball?
And one Penn team had its worst outing in a long time and still came in second. We'll have the answers to those questions and explain our teases next on OSP.
Welcome to Oskaloosa Sports Pulse. I'm Jason Van Zuten.
And I'm Jason Madison.
Last weekend, WPU softball team took an 8-game winning streak to Mount Pleasant to play in the Iowa Westland Betty Salmons Classic. But if you came looking for home runs, you might have a long wait.
The field had fences as much as 300 feet from the plate, 50% longer than the average field. Could there still be homers, and could the team ignore the vast surroundings to win? The answers were very encouraging. The Lady Statesmen started with a 10-2 6-inning win over Purdue North Central. Penn was led by 2 4-hit showings from freshman outfielder Ashley Dennis and senior infielder Ashley Stream. As a whole, William Penn produced 16 base knocks. He was also assisted by 6 PNC errors, with only 4 of the Lady Statesmen runs being earned. Stream crossed home plate 3 times, while senior Brittany Reyes recorded 2 RBIs. Both of the runs against WPU sophomore pitcher Jennifer Whitehead were unearned. She struck out 7 against 2 walks in a 3-hit complete game.
Lady Statesmen then slipped past St. Francis, Illinois 5-4. The Lady Statesmen came from behind against the Saints, scoring 4 runs in later innings. Senior Ricky Picarillo managed an RBI triple in the 3rd, while Ashley Stream rounded the bases on a 2-run shot in the 4th. Stream's 2-hit showing helped lead an 8-7 edge in hits. Senior Brianne Raleigh scored twice, while junior Nicole Dana struck out 3 against 2 walks in the win.
Next, the Navy and Gold had an easier outing as it pounded Benedictine Springfield, Illinois 11-5. Junior Casey Rotas connected on a 3-run homer in the 1st to pace the Navy and Gold. She finished with 5 RBIs and 2 runs scored. The Lady Statesmen finished with a 13-6 margin in hits, with senior Kaya Lewis posting a 3-for-4 showing with 2 RBIs. Penn scored at will as Raleigh reached home base 4 times, while Rotas and junior Molly Miller did so 2 times each. Senior Amber Daly had 3 strikeouts and is now 5 for 2 on the year. Luckily, the offense was working for Penn as the ladies gave up a season-high 7 errors. Only 1 of Benedictine's 5 runs were earned.
On Saturday, the Navy and Gold crushed Robert Morris, Illinois 9-3, with Raleigh homering twice to help her team avenge an early season loss. The Lady Statesmen out-hit their foes 14-8 as Raleigh was 3 for 4 with 4 RBIs and scored 2 runs, while Whitehead allowed just 3 runs, 2 earned, as the sophomore struck out 5 with 2 walks. With momentum on Penn's side, Hannibal LaGrange, Missouri didn't stand a chance, falling 11-0 in 5 innings. Pitcher Nicole Dana nearly tossed a complete game as the junior only permitted a 4th inning single. 8 batters were sent to the dugout on strikeouts, but the 8 of the 9 Lady Statesmen starters had hits, including 2 by Dennis, who also had 3 RBIs. Raleigh and Stream added 2. The program has now won 13 straight games, its longest streak since taking 16 in a row since 2007. The Lady Statesmen continue to rack up wins as the team moved up the national ladder as the 4th NAIA poll was released this week. William Penn improved positions to 34th with 16 points. Concordia, California is again on top with 591 points and 21st place votes. WPU, still the lone representative from both the MCC and the state of Iowa in the top 50.
In related news, senior first baseman Brianne Raleigh's prowess at the plate propelled her high enough to earn this week's MCC Softball Player of the Week award, as well as the NAIA's National Softball Player of the Week laurel. It's the program's first NAIA award since Steph Christner won pitcher's honors during her 2005 campaign. Raleigh hit a .478 on 11 of 23 at bat, including 5 home runs and 1 triple. She tallied 13 RBIs, 13 runs scored, and had a hit in 6 of 7 games. The senior had 2 home run games, giving her a team best 13 for the year, which is 1 shy of the school's single season mark set by Tiana Hilton in 2010. The Lady Statesmen hit the road Wednesday for a doubleheader in Dubuque against Clark. But before the ladies took off, OSP joined them Tuesday during a practice as they prepared to keep their winning ways on track. That and more next on OSP.
I chose William Penn for its commitment to academic excellence.
I chose William Penn for its commitment to athletics.
I chose William Penn for its commitment to diversity.
I chose William Penn to become a leader.
Why will you choose William Penn?
Promise me, son, not to do the things I've done. I'm gonna love you forever, forever and ever, amen.
I'm begging of you, please don't take my man.
I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole.
The biggest stars, the classic hits, KIIC.
Whoa. Sure, you can take big bites of the handcrafted quarter pounder with cheese, but soon it's half gone. What have I done, you think? Your bites get smaller as you try to savor what's left with scientific precision. And as that last bittersweet bite of 100% beef and cheese tickles over your taste buds, you think, until next time, dear friend. Until next time.
The simple joy of savoring every bite.
You know what makes spring so much fun in Iowa? The colors! Mahaska and Oskaloosa has them all in everything that's new for spring. So look over our fun and unique decorations, accents, and flowers. We have everything you need to get your home and your life in a joyful springtime mood. Shop Mahaska Drug and turn that winter drab into a dazzling array of colors and enjoy the new life all around us. Come visit us this week and take the time to look around. Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa. It's big, really big.
Welcome back. The Lady Statesmen softball team is heating up, and at just the right time with 12 games left in the regular season. But before the ladies head off to Dubuque for a doubleheader with Clark, OSP's J-Man stopped by the team's practice Tuesday for some frank conversation about the season so far.
Come on, perfect here, let's go.
On the turf in the Penn Activity Center, the Lady Statesmen have been calling for the ball, catching the rock, while outside swinging their best offensive weapon.
We just have to keep playing our game. We've been awesome at the plate, and we can still make a couple errors in the field, and we've been able to back it up. If we eliminate those errors in the field, we're going to be good to go.
With things going well in the batter's box, out on the mound, Oskaloosa's Jennifer Whitehead has been pitching lights out this season. The reigning MCC Pitcher of the Year is well on her way of earning this award again after a sluggish start back in mid-February.
I was in a little rut maybe at the beginning, and I finally feel in my groove, and I feel like I'm on top of it right now.
Overall, a young squad with only 8 seniors has gelled well together, falling only once during conference play, and sits in first 4 games ahead of Mount Mercy in second. And it should stay that way as long as...
Just got to stay together as a team, just keep working hard, getting better every day.
The softballers did just that when they faced Clark the next day. Penn cruised past the Crusaders 10-0 and went 2 extra innings in the nightcap to extend its winning streak to 15 with an 8-5 win. WPU will only need 2 more victories at this weekend's MCC Challenge Tournament to set a new program winning streak record. The Lady Statesmen hit the diamond against St. Ambrose and Mount Mercy Saturday, followed by another doubleheader Sunday with Viterbo and Ashford.
Switching up to the hardball, the Statesmen were in Des Moines Monday, where the team showed great resilience and pushed both their games into extra innings, but failed to finish out the rallies in the 9th and dropped a pair to MCC foe Grandview 6-5 and 10-9. Yet the Navy and Gold had one more chance to save face when it hit the diamond in Oskaloosa Tuesday to host the Vikings. William Penn played even with 6 innings. In the first 6 frames, senior David Ness was almost perfect. Ness struck out 6 and walked 1 in his 4th complete game of the spring. Unfortunately, the visitors put 2 on base in the 7th, and both runners came home on a triple. And that, as they say, was all she wrote for William Penn, who was limited to only 3 hits. The Navy and Gold posted runners in scoring position in the 4th, the 5th, the 7th frames, but failed to bring them in. William Penn will host Ashford in 3-game series this weekend. The team will meet for a doubleheader Saturday beginning at 1 p.m. and then face off Sunday at noon.
Leaving the diamond for the fairway Saturday, misfortune found its way to the William Penn women's golf team as it competed at the Ashford Spring Invitational Friday and Saturday. The 25th ranked Lady Statesmen posted their 2 worst back-to-back rounds of the year, but still almost came away with the crown. The Navy and Gold were second out of 9 teams with a 2-day score of 697 at the par 72 Blue Top Ridge Golf Course in Riverside, Iowa. It's the first time in 4 events that William Penn has not been the tournament champion. Grandview rallied to barely win the title by 6 strokes with 691. Freshman Maggie Yang placed 5th with a tally of 167. Junior Courtney Crommuller joined Yang in the top 10, taking 8th at 171. Senior Dina Stevens, sophomore Macy Rule, and freshman Ashley Manhino all ended the golf outing in the top 25.
Also in Riverside, at the same golf course, the Statesmen finished 7th out of 11 teams with a final tally of 638. Mount Mercy won the team title at 588. Freshman Byron Lindeque finished the top of WP's scoring chart by tying for 30th at 158, while senior Evan Thomas was just 1 shot back in a tie for 32nd at 159. The course is the host site for the Midwest Collegiate Conference Championships on April 20th and 21st. Both William Penn teams travel to Panera, Iowa this Friday and Saturday to compete in the AIB Spring Invitational. Play will be at the Lake Panorama National Golf Course. When we return, we're going to tell you about several upcoming events out at the Lacey Recreational Complex. We'll be right back.
You should see my bank. It can do awesome things. Mom says it's just like the 4 seasons. Always there. Helping communities grow and be a better place to live and work. All because my bank lives here too.
Live Iowa, work Iowa, bank Iowa. Member FDIC.
Bates Funeral Chapel, where community is more than just a location. Where compassion is more than just a feeling. Where history is more than just a time. Bates Funeral Chapel, where service is more than just a word.
The doctor is in and no appointments are needed. Come to Dr. Salami's today and let the doc heal your hunger. Come to Dr. Salami's for friendly staff, casual atmosphere, and good friends. When you get here, you'll be treated to affordable prices, hearty portions, and good food. So come on down to Dr. Salami's today, your place for good friends, good food, good times.
If you buy the renegade idea that investing should be discussed face to face, not just inbox to inbox.
If you believe that your relationship with your investments shouldn't be long distance,
join the nearly 7 million investors who think like you do. FaceTime and ThinkTime make a difference.
Join us.
At Edward Jones, it's how we make sense of investing.
Visit one of your friendly Oskaloosa reps today.
Welcome back. Chamber officials say more people are visiting Oskaloosa each year thanks to growing summer attractions. Activities at the Lacey Recreational Complex is one of the main reasons, but it's not the only one. Last year, about 120,000 people, both spectators and players, visited Lacey Complex, and around 15,000 people took part in downtown Chamber-sponsored events. That number is expected to increase this year. CRI's A.J. Hodgman, who contributes to OSB, has more on Oskaloosa's growing tourism.
It brings in people from outside of the community in the region.
Sherry Vavra is talking about Oskaloosa's Lacey Recreation Complex. She oversees the entire 200-acre facility. It's boosting tourism in Oskaloosa, largely through youth sports.
We have definitely more tournaments this year than last year.
The number of sports tournaments at Lacey has doubled this year to 24, thanks to the addition of the Charlie Kent Field Babe Ruth Fields.
We have more Babe Ruth regional tournaments and state tournaments this year, which we didn't have last year.
More tournaments mean more traffic. More traffic means
they come in and spend money and stay. Some of those tournaments have been overnight.
But it's not just Lacey that's attracting newcomers. Oskaloosa's Chamber is bringing people downtown.
Art on the Square,
sweet corn serenade, start meeting with the committees for Friday after 5.
Karen Hafner coordinates all of those events for the Chamber. She says to keep people coming back and to drive newcomers here, new events aren't the answer, only tweaks to the usual.
More games, more fun things.
Summer is easily the Chamber's busiest season. In June, there's the Skunk River Arts Festival and Friday after 5 every week with a different band. Plus, Oskaloosa's City Band plays every Thursday night throughout the whole summer. This year marks the 100th anniversary of the bandstand remodel.
You could spend a summer here and be entertained every weekend. There's no doubt in my mind.
The ultimate goal, to show Oskaloosaans they don't have to travel outside the city to find things to do. And if that draws in more tourism, the more, the better. In Oskaloosa, A.J. Hodgman, OSP.
The Statesmen football team also has plans of being out at the Lacey complex this Saturday, April 14th, for its spring scrimmage. The game is open to the public and begins at 10 a.m. The Penn volleyball team will also host its 4th annual Lady Statesman Spring Invitational Saturday, beginning at 8 a.m. Graceland, Indian Hills Community College, Loris, and Ashford will also be on hand for the tournament. Head Lady Statesman volleyball coach Jeremy Wise had this to add about the spring event. The ladies have been working hard in the gym and in the weight room with their conditioning. It will also be nice to see how the new team gels and finds chemistry versus other college competition.
Head football strength and conditioning coaches at Iowa State, Iowa, and Northern Iowa will be among several professionals featured at the Central College Strength and Conditioning Clinic Sunday, April 29th. U of I's Chris Doyle, ISU's Yancey McKnight, UNI's Jed Smith will give a 1-hour presentation. The clinic is open to high school and college athletes as well as coaches. Cost is $50 for coaches, $25 for students. Check-in is at 8:30 a.m. and the clinic runs from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. The event will be held at Vermeer Science Center on the corner of West 3rd and University Street in Pella.
That's it for this week's show. Be sure to catch replays of OSP Fridays at 10 p.m., Saturdays at 7 a.m., 10 a.m., and 10 p.m., as well as Sundays at 8 a.m., 11 a.m., and 10 p.m. here on MCG Channel 7. And if you're surfing the web, watch us and the rest of the CRI team online at www.critv.org.
Alongside Jay Madison, I'm Jason Van Zetten. We'll be back next Friday at 5 p.m. with a brand new episode of OSP.